Hi everyone, welcome to the 5th episode of In the Garden. I got it right this time. If you saw the last one, you noticed I actually put a correction on the screen. What have we got happening? We've got a busy fortnight.
It's a very busy fortnight. Get our mowers back, the big ride on, a little bit of wildlife around the yard and plenty on.
All right, well, enjoy the week or the fortnight. We have a visitor come to visit at the bird feeder. Well, amazing days. We had this pineapple plant, which you would have seen on some of our earlier videos, growing on the veranda. We pulled it today. As you can see, one side's really good. I'll actually put up some photos, but the other side of it is not so good. I don't know if something got in and stung it or if it just bruised and isn't good. But this side is lovely looking, so we're going to have that probably today even. But on a bright note, we have a new head, and then we have a little sucker, I guess, that was growing off to the side. So these will be two new pineapple plants. The little one will potentially take a little bit longer to get going, but that's really good. Now, the other interesting thing I was watching just on a video just before, they reckon to cut these down and plant them and you'll get more suckers. And I think I can see a little one that's just started at the base. So we might yet cut this down and give it a bit longer and see what it does. Anyway, going to go and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.
So where we're looking used to be a cluster, a mob, a flock. We'll talk about flocks in a second, but a mob of corn. And as you can see, there ain't not much left. We have, the last episode, sulphur-crested cockatoos amongst others, and see here is part of the corn that is left. And if you walk down here, there was a series of cockatoos and they all just squatted off before when they spotted me. There's a little bit up there next to the rain cage, and then we come down here and there's a little bit up there, next there, and then there's a bit over here which they dropped as they were making their getaway. They were having a grand old time and they did eat all the corn, and we've been a couple of times, we've noticed it. I got some chilies coming through. That one's looking pretty good too. And that's actually, I'm digressing, but that's actually, those two bushes are 12 months old, and we trimmed them all the way back and planted them, transplanted them after last season, and they've reshot. So we're getting 2 years out of the same chili and capsicum bush. And you can't see that very well, but there he goes. And he is very noisy, and I think they were a little bit put out by being disturbed, but they had a lovely time. And what was a whole mob of corn with corn on the cob is no more. And if I can see if I can drill in on him. And there he is. Yeah, it's probably not the best footage in the world, but yeah, they're in the tree and they're watching me to see what I'm doing while I'm watching them, because they would like to come and finish their dinner. So corn's gone, and bird netting is going to be bought. The other interesting aspects of our cockatoos is we put this bird feeder out for parrots and the smaller birds. Our good friendly cockatoos have found it as well, and as you can see, they're making very short work of the bird seed that we're putting in there. Crooked living Christmas tree in the back, yeah, they're just loving this being fed. So we're gonna have to have a think about what we do with how we attract the bird. Well, anyway, they're all beautiful native birds, but yes, there is a bit of thinking about going on how to manage them without hurting them. and also keeping the encouragement for the other birds that we
Okay,
want.
here we are, a week on, and we've got some surprising results. So we do have some legginess happening, but the big problem we've got is the beans. Now our beans are developing a mould, and I'm guessing it's probably they're just in the steamy environment, it's not been warm enough. But a bit of research says so long as we can keep them alive, we should be okay. We'll see. We've definitely got a few have started, so that's a good thing, but we'll be keeping a close eye on them. Okay, so I'll just do a quick scan over. So we've got the Romanesco, we've got one little one. We've got spring onions, we've got a few.
All right, we've just been to Ollie's Mowing in town, and we've had the lawnmower serviced. It's done over its 15 hours, and we've just bought some fancy dancy straps, so about to go home and do them. Now we've just got home, and it's going to be hard, but we've had some work done connecting power up to the shed, and where the hole is in the footpath, if you can see, won't be easy, is a little baby goanna. Now we've seen, well, whether it's mum or dad about, there's a bigger one in the yard quite often. This is the first time we've seen a little fella. So he's just sunning, and he's found a nice little spot till we fix the path up, and where we had the electricians in the other day hooking power. Just can't, not game to go any closer to him because he'll run. Okay, we've got the Chief mowing. We bought, when we moved here, we had a little John Deere that had served us well for many years. We picked up second hand, a little ride-on. Anyway, it was that old as motor started to go. So we sold him to a lovely lady for parts. I think she had another model, so she was going to utilise ours for parts for the bits that were a bit hard to get. Yes, that's how old he was. We picked this one up from Ollie's, and no, not a sponsor if anyone's thinking, giving them a couple of mentions, but anyway, it's a second-hand mower, but they put a new Husqvarna motor in it, and you'll hear the noise in the background. Anyway, so it takes us nearly 2-4 days to mow the entire block. So, yeah, it's just most weekends I'll spend outside. And there's the tree, vertical log, stick with leaves. And there we go. It's a bit hard to see, but the birds are commotion. The little goanna we showed you earlier before, there's a big old parent goanna, or it can be mum or dad, and the birds were just chasing him. He's mooching over to this tree, and we don't get too close because there he is. I don't know, as I said, I don't know if you can see him that well. He's just at the base of the tree. He does not normally like, oh, there he goes, up the tree. Now, we have a balancing act with keeping him out of the hen pen and the eggs because we don't want him to hurt it, but yeah, look at that. Now he's putting on a show, now he's showing off. The birds aren't real keen on him, and they're letting us know that he's here, so he or she, it. But yeah, there's a little fellow out the front that we got earlier on, and this big baby. And we'll leave it be now. Okay, we're just about to go and use a little bit of glyphosate along the fence lines and the weeds. Never been a big fan of poisons, but with this 5 acres keeping it down, we've got a bit of a weed infestation too in one spot that we need some woody weed on. Anyway, yeah, so it's the joys of a lot of acreage, but yeah, so that's today's job, is doing a little bit of weeding.
Everyone, okay, so this is our first delivery from Firebreak Farm. So Firebreak Farm are a small farm reasonably close to where we live, and they have got pastured pork, lamb and beef direct from the farm. So we ordered this last week. This is the 5 kilo pack. I got no idea what's inside it, so I thought I'd unbox it with you. So just make some space. What have we got? We've got pork sausages and another pork sausages and, oh my gosh, a lamb loin chop pack. There's 2 in that, so that's a Mark and I dinner. We've got another 2 pack of lamb loin chops. We've got a packet of wood smoked bacon. We've got, oh yum, we have a pork belly. We have ribs, and we've got wood smoked ham. So that's 5 kilo. So this actually cost us, it's $120 on their website. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm a coupon code girl, so I actually found a coupon code. So there you go, 2 packets of sausages, 2 packages of lamb loin chops, a package of bacon, a package of ham, a package of pork belly, and a package of ribs. So looking forward to trying those out, and we'll let you know how we go. Well, we've had a bit of an issue. We had a hot snap, and all the lovely plants that I planted, which were doing really well, are now dead. Well, most of them. So I've got to repot or restart a heap of them. I did start some more, so we've got some asparagus and onions and things. Got a couple of beetroot up. Nothing yet with the snow peas, nothing with the asparagus, none of the white onions, but that's all that's left of my Brussels sprouts. That's all that's left of my broccoli. That's all that's left of my, what are they? Cauliflowers. That's my leeks. They're going okay. And some onions. The boulotte beans are a disaster. The lettuce is a disaster. But this is the corn. It's got a bit of a lean on it because it had the lid on. Anyway, we'll wait and see. Hi everyone, so here we are. It's the end of a busy fortnight. As you can see, we've had some serious losses this week. We've done a bit of shopping though to try and help offset. So we have 15 metres of bird netting. We've got fruit net bags, which actually look like this. So, and then we also bought banana bags.
Ta-da.
Which are all folded up. So hopefully that will help, sorry about the movement, that will help a little bit with birds and critters getting into our fruits and veggies.
Very true.
So what have we been up to?
Oh, mowing, chasing down the wildlife.
There's been a bit.
As you've seen, and doing a bit of spraying.
Okay, so we'll see you again in a fortnight. Needless to say, there's already lots planned for that fortnight too. Things are getting really busy here in the lead up to winter. It's now autumn, which is great. We're actually going away for just under 2 weeks in about 2 months' time, so we've got a lot to do to get the place ready. So we'll leave you with that, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.
See you next time.
Bye from us.